Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation, and this is the situation battle stage that we have come to call Tank-O-Rama. Both sides have an identical layout of mobile suits, a gun tank mass production type, a gun tank 2, the Hidalfer, and a Zaku tank. I think I've got the name right on that one. The weird Germanic ones I am never good with, so... At any rate, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Avocado Zala and I were the only players in the regular group this week, but this past week. This was recorded a week ago. I'm not even sure if this mode is available right now, because right now the spotlight mode of the week is to show off the new Hygog. So you have matching teams with each with a Hygog, a Zagak E, and some Zaku Kais. So yeah, it's I hope they bring this one back. One day I'd like to see just all the situation battle modes show up at once, which would be great. But this one in particular is one of my favorites. We tried to do this ourselves quite often, all tank rounds, but the gun tank and the Zaku tank are not quite identical in terms of capability, so trying to arrange that in the days before you could have before you could mix factions and before situation battles was a lot harder to get working in a way that was satisfactory to all players. So it's really, really nice to see the game start to support some of the things we'd actually been doing. But yes, here's a gun tank 2, right in our face. I'm about to die. But, yep, I'm dead. But yeah, this is great. This is a lot of fun. But yeah, the Hygog one, the teams on that, I think I may have mentioned, are identical as well. I'll have a video from that probably tomorrow. And now the whole team is dead, so... But despite the whole team being dead, they only have a slight lead, so that's really not the bad news. And we didn't capture any checkpoints, so we're all spawning in at spawn. I think I saw someone go by in a Magella attack. If so, I'm assuming they... Oh no, that's the Hidalfer being short. That thing's weird. But, yeah. I think there are Magella attacks on this stage too, so if you get stuck with the gun tank mass production type or whatever, you still have a shot. If you get a type of tank you don't like, there's another type of tank you can, start. But, yeah, the only problem with this mode, and I kind of expect it to be a problem with situation battles in general as time goes on, is we are getting a few disconnects here and there from people who don't like the mobile suit they got, which, it's not really fair to the team you're on. Besides, it defeats the purpose of situation battle, which is to see how you can do with whatever mobile suit you get assigned. And I have had times when I did particularly well in even just a simple gym with a beam spray gun, so, give it a try. It may be frustrating, it may not, but give it a try. And that's my first kill. And I forgot tackles existed. That's how long it has been since I piloted a tank, that I forgot I could tackle, because if I'd remembered that, I could have tackled the Zaku tank and ended it before it ended me, but nah. Luckily, despite the gun tank being, fairly valuable and fairly strong, it does not have the longest respawn time, which is nice. And of course, with a tank stage, pushing people back towards their spawn is not always the best option, because that means that they can, I say entirely too often, I am sorry. But it means they can just spawn close to the action, which is detrimental sometimes to various strategies. Like the strategy of being able to, there I did it again. The more conscious of it you are, the more it will drive you crazy. But the but's overused too. So this is Rob Analyzes His Speech Patterns Day. One of the big strategies with this is to try and get the spawns more or less staggered so that you can outnumber the enemy temporarily. And that is very hard to do if you push them back to spawn, so as you can see, we're doing all right. I mean, I'm the last one alive at the moment, which is not optimal. But if I can get a shot off or two before they kill me, I cannot. We're close to having it tied up, though. I think they just got a slight lead, but not a lot of one. Yeah, like a 300-point lead. If we can all spawn in fast enough, and it looks like we can, that we will outnumber them again, we may have a shot. Of course, now they're pelting our base. That is where the disadvantage of pushing back to spawn becomes an advantage again, because our base is worth 1,450 points if they can ace it. So we need to kill as many of them as possible. This is a great place to be lobbing scatter shot, because it requires less accuracy for your aim, and it does pretty substantial damage. So it's a good choice for this. It's also a good follow-up. That's pretty much my default long-range gun tank combo: stun with the main cannons and follow up with scatter shot. At a closer range, you can stun with the main cannons and follow with bop missiles, but that requires a little bit more coordination and a little bit less lead time. I do prefer the long range because that is what the gun tank is for. I don't think that hit anything, but I had to try. And of course, tanks get all wonky when you move them down slopes or up slopes. Messes with the aim, throws off my equilibrium. I don't like it at all. But we've got the lead. Nice. And with 50-some seconds remaining, I am pulling back because we do not want to stick our necks out with this much of a lead. Direct hit. Got him. That may be my first actual kill this round. If it's not, I haven't gotten many, and apologies to whoever I just shot in the back, but my aim stinks sometimes. I was saying last night to Zero and a couple other people, one of the issues I have with the DualShock 3, which is otherwise a fine controller design, and why shouldn't it be? It's descended from the Super Nintendo controller, which is one of the best. But one of the issues I have with it is that the analog sticks, the resistance on those is entirely based on the condition of the plastic housing of the controller. If I hadn't gotten stuck on that hill, I might have managed to take that guy out. And once you've used it for maybe as little as a week, the housings on the analog sticks have worn down just a little, and there's a lot more play in both analog sticks, which makes aiming in this game not impossible, but just more difficult and requiring of more precision than I usually have time to apply in the middle of a fight. But yeah, we won. Okay, I did get more than one kill, but not by much. Gave it to Zala because he's hosting, and he's the only person here I know. And somehow I managed to take the least damage of anyone, so must have been doing something right, I guess. But there's Bud again. But damn it. Anyway, let's go with anyway for a second. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the things that holds me up. It's difficult to adapt to, and the looser analogs just don't do it for me and never have. So that's why I was playing really well in the last round of videos and not as well here. I'll adapt. That is gonna do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation. We will be back tomorrow with the Hygog round. And until then, I hope everybody's enjoying the game again, because I sure am. And everybody take care and have fun. Later!